All right, our objective today is to get into much more detail about surface area, how to use the formulas. We are going to talk about and look at some of these cool shapes today so you can kind of see what the net really does look like. So after we go over the warm-up and homework, we will get to those. So I want you guys to actually see what the polyhedrons look like when they're unfolded. I know we need to finish up some definitions from yesterday. We will do that before we actually get into surface area. Mary? Yeah, I know. Uh, yeah, possibly. Possibly. All right, so let's start with your homework 151B, okay? This is the one that it said patterns of geometry at the top and had the box. You guys, a lot of you asked me about number 4 just because it made you think for once, right? Just kidding. Okay, letter A, I just want you guys to read straight across what the numbers are that you got. So Zach, we'll start with you. Oh, do you have it or let me come back to you? 151B. Good. Ryer, letter B.
4, 4, and
Good.
7.
Oh, not good. 4, 4, and 6. Sorry, I'm too quick. Annalise, letter C.
6, 8,
Good. Charles, letter D. Perfect. Letter E, Mary.
7, 10.
Good. Letter F, Donatus. Good. Adam, letter G. Good. Jeremy, letter H. No. Emma, M.
7, 7.
Good. 7, 7, and 12. Number 2, I don't have the answer up here. We're just going to talk about 2. Do prisms have more or fewer faces than vertices? Alyssa? Good. Less faces than vertices. Number 3, Mary? Okay. Do you want to answer number 3 for us, Mary? Okay. Good job. Okay, so the famous number 4 here. Anyone want to try? It's a very simple relationship. I think a lot of you were trying to complicate it. Okay, Briar, what do you think? Nope. That works for some of them, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. Secondly, the formula is the same for prisms and pyramids. This is a formula you don't learn until geometry, but I like to talk about it now. That way you're really good when you get to geometry. Charles? Great job, but no, that's not the formula for these. It is almost as simple as that, but you need to throw some variables in there. Mary? You need an equation, not an inequality. You need an equation. Emma? What do you mean, what are we doing? We're on number 4. Okay. Annalise? Yeah. Yeah, the formula is the same for all of them. The formula is the same for all of them. There's one formula, whether it's a prism or a pyramid. Okay, Zach, last person, then I'll tell you guys. No. All right. Look how easy this is. The faces plus the vertices equal the edges plus 2. In every single problem, whether it's a pyramid or a prism. In geometry, this is called Euler's theorem. You will talk more in depth about this in geometry. It's called Euler's theorem. It's very basic. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I promise it's true. Emma goes, oh, it's true. It's true in every single problem. I'm not going to tell you something that's not true. That wouldn't be very good of me. Face plus vertice. Oh, Charles goes, oh, yeah, she's right. For once, she knows what she's talking about. Equals edge plus 2. Thanks, Charles. Just all of them. Works for all of them. Annalise, what are you looking at? Are you looking at letter H? Okay, Annalise. Faces is 7. Vertice is 7. Edge is 12. Okay? You just have to plug them in. Face, vertice, edge. You got to look at what's what. Mary. Not letter D. No, that doesn't work. This is the only formula that works for both of them, okay? I promise you guys aren't going to discover something new. That'd be kind of cool, though. What, Adam? Yeah. Okay, questions on this? No comments. Questions on this? Jeremy? Okay, hold on. Adam's looking at C. Adam, are you good? Okay. Jeremy? No. Jeremy? These are the faces. These are the vertices. These are the edges. I think you're looking at them backwards. Look at the top of what they gave you. This is the F, this is the V, this is the E, okay? Yeah, that's, all right. Any other questions on that one? Okay, so it's going to actually input that on your calculator. Charles? Yeah, is that what you're doing back there? Changing your program to use this because it's better, huh? So this formula is something that is really helpful on a test or quiz, and when you get to geometry in 2 years, it will help you to check your work. All right, so the other homework, you guys put the answers up. Let me make sure that they're right. So, are you being sarcastic? Okay, good. I was like, uh-oh, we're in trouble for today. Okay, number 1, hexagonal pyramid. Number 2 is pentagonal prism. Number 3 is rectangular pyramid. 4 is a cone. 5 is a pentagonal pyramid. 6 is a triangular pyramid. Okay, these are all right. Number 7 is a sphere. 8 is an octagonal prism. 9 is a cylinder. Matt, number 10. No, because I want to get moving, sorry. Good. At the end of class, if there's time, you can make it look pretty. No. Why would I say not to put Q, Briar? Yeah, just from looking at it, you don't know that all the sides are the same. Secondly, it doesn't even look like it. For you to say cube, you need to be 100% sure that all those sides are congruent. Okay, 11, Charles. Hold on 1 second. That's fine, Charles. That's fine. Okay, number 12, Justin. Good. JD, you okay? You okay? Okay, just do what you can. Okay, do what you can for now. Okay, you can come up at lunch if need be. Okay. All right. I'm not quite sure. The book doesn't really think through things sometimes. Okay, questions on homework, no comments. Questions on homework? No questions? Pretty easy homework, right? Okay, let's go over the warm-up. Okay, so I need your notes open to page 12. We're going to finish up kind of like the intro to polyhedrons. And part of that was your warm-up. And actually, you know what? Let's start with page 11 of your notes first. Sorry. Yeah, start with page 11. I know. Start with page 11. There's 2 more definitions I have to give you. And then I want to go into the warm-up. You need to write them in. So the 2 more types of definitions are a cylinder and a cone. Okay, so if you have room at the bottom or top of your notes, I want you to add this. A cylinder is a solid with 2 congruent circular bases. that lie in parallel planes. And I actually want to show you guys that. So if this is our cylinder that I'm holding up, okay, and we kind of take it out, and if we unfold it, it's kind of neat, okay? It looks like a rectangle and two circles, okay? We can do this for every type of solid, okay? We're going to talk more about that today so that you know what the net is of certain figures, okay? There are ways to calculate surface area by unfolding them, okay? So again, we're going to look more into that today. A cone, it's a solid with one circular base. Cone is a solid with one circular base. And I'm going to unfold the cone solid for you guys. So what two shapes does this make up? Justin? Yep, a circle and a semicircle. So it's kind of neat when you unfold them. That's how we're going to talk about surface area. Oh, you're good.
Do you have it?
I gave it to you last week.
Oh, is it that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember? That's the staple thing I gave you that I ran down to you when you were in Olga's room. Okay. Okay. That's all right.
Okay, sorry guys for the interruptions. So anyways, that's a cone. Okay, and again, we're going to look more at those once we get to the surface area. Okay, those were the last two definitions. So now let's go to the warm-up, which starts, nope, not right there. Did I have you start there? I did? Okay, mine's just on a different page. Okay, good. All right, so let's start here. Okay, number one, Briar. Good. Okay, number two, Alyssa. Good. Charles, number three. Good. Zach, number four. Good. Pentagonal, I'm going to abbreviate pyramid. Okay. Number two, Annalise, letter A. Good. Jeremy, letter B. Good. 6. Emma M, letter C. Nope. Edges. Donatus, letter C. 9. Letter D. Justin. Good. Okay, number 3. Matt, letter A. Good. Rectangular prism, and I'll show you those unfolded, but I promise that's it. Mary, letter B. Good, we just saw that one. Good. Cone. Letter C, Briar. Good. Charles, letter D. Good. Okay, so that was page 12. Questions on any of those? Charles, question? Wait, my next page is different than yours. Correct, the way they showed them. You're exactly right. Okay, so let's go to the next page. Come on. All right, 1 through 7. Let's see. Emma H, let's start with you. Square what? Good. How did you know it was a square pyramid? Oh, awesome. You know there's 4 right angles, and you know all 4 sides are congruent. Okay, Mary, number 2. Good. Alyssa, number 3. Good. Number 4, Justin. Good. Briar, number 5. Good. Jeremy, number 6. Good. Zach, number 7. JD, I can talk to you at lunch if you want to go to first period. Good, triangular pyramid. Okay, questions on the warm-up. We'll talk at lunch. Do you want to come see me before you go to lunch? Annalise? Yep. No. Triangular prism, which I don't think I have one in here. You can just leave it there. Actually, I do. So triangular prism, here's a triangular prism, okay? If I unfold this, now it looks a little bit different than there, but they basically have this triangle on one end, this triangle on another. You see how it unfolds to have 3 squares and then 2 triangles? They just have this shifted here, this shifted here. Got it? Okay. It's just kind of weird until you actually see them. Any other questions on the warm-up? No? All right, so stay where you are in the notes. And actually, I want to flip ahead, because you guys are doing really well with this, to 10.5c. So I think that's page 19. Someone confirm that for me. Is it 18? All right. 16. 10.5c is 16? Mine is way off of yours. Okay. Yeah. Annalise. Shh. Good, we're going to learn it again. Okay, so now this is kind of interesting because the past couple of years when I've taught this, this has been one of the things that they have found that has been difficult. But since you guys have learned it in science, it might be a little bit easier. Okay, some of you, okay? Here is a rectangular prism, okay? So if I unfold this, okay, here is the net, okay, of a rectangular prism. So we're going to talk about the formula. I am giving you the formula as most math teachers will give you the formula. I'm not giving you a million different formulas for each figure. It's going to be 1 or 2 formulas total. And of course, when we apply it to the different shapes, there are certain things that are going to change a little. So let me explain the formula the way I like to teach it. And if you prefer to use it your way, that's fine. Some people last year liked to break it down into finding the area of this, etc. Okay, you can do that. I just think that's too time-consuming and too tedious, but if you like to break it down, you can do that. I know that that's happened a lot in the past. So I want to start with just explaining the formula of a rectangular prism, okay? We're going to focus today on rectangular and triangular prisms, okay? The definition of surface area is the sum of all the areas of the faces. The sum of all the areas of the faces. Annalise? Wow. Well, we're going to do much more. Just today, we're doing these 2. Monday, we're doing another one. So each day, I'm just going to keep moving through these. It's important that you guys remember the formulas for each and what you're actually finding. We'll also get to volume here pretty soon. And it's kind of good that it's overlapping with science. Donatus? Oh, good. Did you? All right, then you're way ahead of us. You're 2 years accelerated, but you're still way ahead of us. All right, so here's the formula. Surface area of a rectangular prism is 2b plus pH. Here's what this means. It works every single time. 2 times the area of the base, because there's 2 bases, excuse me, plus perimeter of the base times the height of the prism. Write that formula down, please, and label it like I have it labeled so that you don't forget what it is. 2b plus pH. B is the area of the base. P is the perimeter of the base. H is the height of the prism. Now again, there are different ways to split this up. I like this formula because you can also use this for triangular prisms. Okay, I like simplifying things. I like to use one formula for as many things as I can. There's way too many things in math and in life that you have to remember. So it's easier, I think, for you guys to kind of simplify things. Annalise? Yep, that's what I said. That's breaking it down. You can if you want. To me, it's just, you're going to get kind of confused because I'm going to give you other formulas. And this formula works for 4 different shapes. So it's up to you, Annalise. Why don't you kind of go through it with us this way? And if you still prefer the other way, then you can use that. Okay? Matt? What does what say? Perimeter? Perimeter of the base times height. Okay, so I'm going to do probably 2 examples with you and have you guys try one. So let's start with the first one. So it says to find the surface area of a prism with base dimensions of 3 by 3.5 centimeters by 6.5 centimeters and a height of 2.5 centimeters. So I already labeled mine. Here's for the base. Here's the height. Okay, so we're going to talk through the formula together. Yes, Annalise? No. So surface area of a rectangular prism is always 2b plus pH. There's 2 bases. How do you find the area of the base? Briar? Good, so tell me what that is. Like, what am I multiplying? Good, so 3.5 times 6.5. I know I have a bunch of parentheses there. Okay, plus, how do we find the perimeter of the base? Adam, how do we find the perimeter of the base? Perimeter. Okay, good. So 2 times 3.5 plus 2 times 6.5. Charles, we're multiplying the whole perimeter by, good, why 2.5? Good. Mary, all we did was find perimeter of the base. Perimeter is when you add up all the sides. It's a rectangle. So to find perimeter of a rectangle, 2 times length plus 2 times width. This is the, yep, it told us that. Base dimensions, length, width, height. You okay now? Annalise? You can, yeah. Right now, I'm just going to write everything out until we're all on the same page. All right, in your calculator, take 2 times 3.5 times 6.5. Tell me what you get. Matt, you get it? What did you get for this part? Good. Plus, Justin, what did you get for inside these brackets, or the whole thing? So do what's inside brackets and then times 2.5. So again, I would be multiply, multiply, add, and then multiply all that by 2.5. Good, 50. Add them together. Donatus, what is the surface area? What are the units? Good. Mary? You don't get any of this? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, so remember when I explained the formula? Okay, surface area of a rectangular prism, 2b plus pH. 2 times the area of the base, here's a base, plus the perimeter times the height. The perimeter of the base times the height. This formula is finding the area of every single side and adding them together. So instead of breaking it all down and finding the area of each face, we're just making it all in one step. This works every single time, and this is the formula that you guys will use in geometry as well. So are you just confused with what we plugged in? Okay, the area of the base. Okay, to find area of a rectangle, you're taking length times width. So you're multiplying 3.5 times 6.5, and then times 2, because there's 2 bases, okay, plus the perimeter of the base times the height. 2.5 is the height of the prism because they told us that. And then the perimeter of the base, to find perimeter, you're always doing 2L plus 2W. It doesn't matter what you have as L and what you have as W. They can be interchangeable. Perimeter is the same thing as adding up all the sides. 3.5 plus 3.5 plus 6.5 plus 6.5. Same thing as taking 2 times 3.5 plus 2 times 6.5. I don't know what else, like what else are you confused? I don't know what else to say. Sure. We're going to do it some more. We're not done. Any other questions on that? Okay, let's do another one. Number 2. Okay, number 2, we have a rectangular box. It is 9 inches tall, so put your 9 as the height. And it has square bases that are 5 inches long. If you want to go ahead of me, go ahead. It still is a rectangular prism, so we still have 2B plus pH. Okay, Alyssa, we're going to start with, how do you find the area of the base? Good. Area of the base is 5 times 5 because it's a square. Plus, Annalise, how do we find the perimeter of the base? How do we find it? Don't tell me the answer. How do you find the perimeter of the base? Perimeter of the base. Good. So you could do 2 times 5 plus 2 times 5, or you could do what Annalise said, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or 5 times 4. I'm just going to be consistent there with the perimeter formula, but there's many ways to find perimeter. So let me stop there. Questions on how we set that up? Okay, calculate this left part first. So Briar, what's 2 times 5 times 5? Okay. And then take a second, calculate what's inside these brackets first, and then multiply it by 9. It's important that you kind of take your time, do one thing at a time. Jeremy, what did you get for inside here? Okay, good. Plus 180. So Emma M, the entire surface area is? Good. Just remember, you're finding the surface area. Emma. Yeah. Annalise.
Wait, so
Mm-hmm. There's 2 bases.
and then for that's just a one.
Yeah, but if you distribute this through, it kind of works out to be your formula. If you distribute that 9 through, it's the height. It's the same thing as the formula you told me 10 minutes ago. So this kind of like condenses that formula. Okay? But yes, technically, what's in here, Annalise, is just for one of them. I know that's what you're asking. Charles?
So what's times you got those 3 measurements.
Yep. Correct. Correct. You're exactly right, which is kind of interesting. Hey.
Looking at
Yeah.
Camden's base.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, this.
Let me go and read it today.
His computer messes it up sometimes.
Because he was concerned because he got,
What he got wrong.
yeah, what
Yes.
he got wrong, and would you be sitting with him and say, would you show him? Because looks like he did okay this. Because that's the whole first
It's
semester.
probably the computer.
Okay.
And he did all, these are all 5 units.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He
Look,
did this within.
it's amazing. I told him at curriculum night, I just haven't had a chance this
Okay.
week, but I'm going to go in today
Okay.
during second period.
That's
So
fine.
let me go in, grade them by hand.
Okay.
It's probably wrong. The computer messes up sometimes.
Okay.
It's just different 'cause I'm in course B, he's in course A.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's hard for me to
I wanna-
do everyone else's that I
Yeah.
have plus
I
him.
want to push him to,
Yeah.
you know, if
I agree.
we've hit this around 80%, then we'll feel comfortable putting him.
I agree.
You know.
Give him that grade.
Tall.
So I'll go in, I'll let you know. Thank you, Mr. Sunday. Okay, sorry. So Charles, yes, you are correct. Okay. It doesn't matter. No. Correct. Correct. All right. I want you guys to try number 3. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and try number 3. (2b plus pH). Okay, you need to make sure you show me your work, okay? Okay. Well, you're going to have to write them down, just like we did with the 2 different sides, okay? I know you have it in your calculator, but guys, make sure you're showing your work, at least what you're adding on both sides. Okay, you got to show me something. Oh, try that again. All right. This one is wrong. Fix that. Where's your final? Okay, good. Don't forget your units. Awesome. You guys are really good at this. Good. You doing okay? That's good. I'm glad science is overlapping with math a little. Good job. Annalise, yeah.
The only reason I asked if I could use the other formula is because in science we use that.
You can.
I don't know, like, this formula I like better, but I don't know.
So here's what I suggest. Why don't you just tell your science teacher, like, hey, I learned this in math. I learned a different formula, and I can use that for several of the polyhedrons. Do you mind? And then you decide. We're probably going to be on this longer than they are, I'm guessing, so it's up to you. Okay? All right, so surface area. Emma H., what'd you get? Oh, sorry. I forgot you were fixing it. Mary? No, you're off a little. Alyssa? Yeah, 301.52 centimeters squared. So let me just go through this here. The first part should be 2 times area of the base, which is 10.2 times 9.8, plus the perimeter, 2 times 10.2, plus 2 times 9.8, all times the height, which is 2.54. I'm writing sideways. So you should get 199.92 plus 101.6. If you got it wrong, I'm guessing you typed something into your calculator wrong, especially with these annoying decimals. That's easy to do. Mary, are you okay? No, I just wrote it up there. It's 101.6. So you probably just multiply wrong. It's 2 times 10.2 plus 2 times 9.8 times the height, which is 2.54. Well, you typed it in your calculator wrong. That's probably all you did wrong. Adam, I don't know what you did. I'm guessing you typed it in your calculator wrong, or you didn't show work and you don't know what you did. Okay. Don't forget order of operations, guys. You have to multiply before you add. So that's back from chapter 1. That could be a problem too. Okay, Mary, I'm going to move on. If you need me, let me know, okay? Okay. All right, Emma H., did you get it? All right, let me show you one triangular prism. You guys are good at the rectangular one, so hear me, okay? Okay, so triangular prism, I'm going to go right to the formula if I can get there. Okay, same formula for a triangular prism. This is why I like the formula. 2b plus pH. Okay, triangular prism, same formula. 2b plus pH. B, again, is the area of the base. P is the perimeter of the base, and H is the height of the prism. So B is area of the base, P is perimeter, H is the height of the prism. Same labels. Charles, you're with me, right? Okay, same labels. Now, of course, finding area of a triangle is different than finding area of a rectangle. Okay? I probably don't even have to teach this to you because now that you understand the formula, you should be able to apply it. Annalise, yes? Yeah. In science, that's just how she taught them to you. I just like to give you one formula. This is just it's just by preference. I think you guys remember better if I just give you one formula. They are the same. They're equivalent. They are the exact same. It's just the way I'm presenting it to you looks different. If you remember I told you about distributing the height through, if you distribute the height through, it's the exact same formula. But to me, this is shorter and more condensed. I like it better. I remember it better. There's so many things I teach every year. I remember this all the time because there's one formula for most of these. Okay, Emma, I'll get back to you. Let me do an example, okay? Okay, let's look at example 1, okay? Now listen carefully because I don't want to do a lot of these. I only have 5 minutes with you. So we've defined the surface area, okay? We are given, here's the base, guys, 4, 3, and 5, okay, the bottom of the triangle, I should say. And then here's the height of the prism, which is 3. So is everyone clear that the 3 is the height of the prism? And these are the dimensions of the base of the prism. Adam? Well, I'm getting there. So hold on. You guys are always ahead of me. Okay, so let's find surface area. Surface area equals 2b plus pH. 2 times the area of the base. Actually, let me do this. Okay, how do you find the area of a triangle? Annalise. Good. So, Briar, what numbers would we be multiplying together if it's 1/2 base times height? No. 5 is the hypotenuse. What 2 numbers are we multiplying together, Alyssa? Yeah. Guys, look. Base, height. The side across from the right angle is the hypotenuse. Do not use that for area. Do not use that for area. That's for perimeter. So it's 1/2 times 4 times 3, and I think what Adam was going to say is the order of those doesn't really matter. Like, this could be the base and this could be the height and vice versa. Is that what you meant?
No, I was saying you wouldn't have to multiply by 1/2.
Oh, yeah, because they cancel. Yep, good job. Zach? A hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. Okay, directly across from the right angle is the hypotenuse. Don't use that for the area. Annalise? Did you hear what I just said? Doesn't matter. Base and I just explained that. Base and height, it doesn't matter. It can be either. Because all you're doing is multiplying 1/2 base times height. The order you multiply by the associative property or commutative property, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but how do you know, like, which one is the base of the triangle and multiply the height on?
Doesn't matter. This is the bottom. This is the bottom of the prism. One of these is the base. One of these is the height. This is the hypotenuse. Well, this is the height of the prism. You don't need that yet. Is that what you're asking me? No, this is the height of the prism. This is how tall the prism is. This is the base. This is the base. Right now, we're just focusing on the area of the base. You're not looking at this yet. That's the height of the prism. That's how tall the prism is, just like on the rectangular ones. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Okay, plus, how do you find perimeter of the triangle, Matt? Good. Now, Matt, what's the height of the prism? 3. This right here, I'm going to put an H. That's the height of the prism, not of the base. Big difference. Okay, are you guys with me now? The angle? You mean because how it's like this? All right. So, like Adam said, this is kind of cool because the 2.5 cancels. So it kind of saves you guys like a step. So 4 times 3 is 12. You don't really need to worry about that 2 and that 1/2. So do 4 plus 3 plus 5, and then times 3. What do we get here? Briar? Good. So Briar, what's the total surface area? Good. Okay, I want you guys to do one more real quick, okay? Let's look at number 2. Okay, I'm going to have you guys do this one, then I'll explain your homework. So carefully look at number 2 with me up on the board. Look, guys, this 14 is the base, okay, of the base of the prism. This is the height of the base of the prism. This 8.6 right here, these are congruent. So to find perimeter, you would use this, this, and this. Remember, the bases are parallel, and they're always congruent. This 9 is how tall the prism is. So this 9 is how tall the prism is, okay? These are the bases. So when you do 2 times the area of the base, you're going to use this number and this number. Does that make sense? Okay, go ahead and do that, and then I'll give you guys your homework. Give me 1 second, Alyssa. We're going to do more of these on Monday. I just at least want you to start some of them. Correct. Correct. Yep. I'm going to write it up on the board in a minute here. Yeah. Yep. Don't look up here until you want to check. Adam, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, don't put your stuff away yet. Jeremy, shh. What'd you say? Hold on. You're not, that's not the page we're doing. Okay, real quick, questions. Jeremy, real quick. Add them all up. 14 plus 8.6 plus 8.6. Yeah. When you find perimeter of a triangle, you add up all the sides. Okay. Okay, I'll talk more about this Monday. Raise your hand if you got it. I know that was quick. Okay. So homework. In your homework packet, okay, you're going to do page 151A, numbers 1 to 12, and page 153A, but not all of these. Numbers 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 12. Don't do all of them because Pythagorean theorem is in some of them. Don't do all of them. Okay, so 151A, 1 to 12. And then 153A, just the numbers that I put up there. Let me just make sure. Yep. 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 12. Sorry, that's kind of annoying. Because some of them use Pythagorean's theorem, don't do it. Okay, just don't do them. You don't need to do millions of rectangles unless you want to. No, that's enough. That's enough. If you can do those, you're good. Okay, when you're done, let's get packed up. I'm like 4 minutes behind with you, sorry. I have you guys long already. I feel like I need you even longer. What do you guys think of this one? We're going to do more triangles Monday. I need to show you Pythagorean theorem more, so don't think we're done with the triangular prism. Yeah. Annalise, make sure you ask your science teacher tonight.